What is good, y'all? Carson back. Another video. Real quick, I just want to say thank you for everybody that's been watching the videos. If you haven't been, please like and subscribe. I would appreciate it very much. And today, we're going to be getting into trade rumors, free agency rumors. So, let's get into it. Real quick, I just want to start off by saying shout out to the guy, the amateur analysis on Twitter. He's somebody that's been predicting lots of free agency things, so that's where some of this is coming from. I'm just giving you all my thoughts on it. So, first and foremost, some news with the Warriors. He's saying that Klay Thompson is gone. It's a done deal. He's gone, and they're just waiting to announce it. And to make up for that, he's also saying that they're getting Paul George. And I know like that's already been talked about a decent amount in the media and everything, but this guy predicted DeJounte Murray being traded like a week and a half ago. He's predicted a couple other things that has already happened this free agency. So if he's saying this, I'm pretty much gonna believe it. I'm not gonna lie. I'm pretty much gonna believe it until something else happens. So with that being said, it hurts seeing Klay Thompson being gone or away from the Warriors if that is actually what's gonna end up happening. Just because he's been such a good part of their story and even on his own, just the story and what everything he's been through, like the injuries and coming back, winning the championship, all that, and even before that, when he was a part of their championship teams and just Splash Brothers, like that's my childhood, man. Like I grew up talking about the Splash Brothers with my friends at like lunch in the cafeteria, so that hurts me just a little bit. But I think Paul George to the Warriors is a great move. I think he's either gonna have to adjust how they want to play, or they're gonna have to adjust how they play to help their offense like revolve around him a little bit more. Because I always thought that the Clippers were better whenever Paul George was their primary ball handler. This is before like James Harden was there and everything, but like whenever it's just him and Kawhi, I thought it was better when it's going through Paul George than Kawhi and allowing him to make this decision. So it's gonna be interesting to see how that's gonna work. But I do think the Warriors already like their offense is a lot of DHOs, dribble handoffs, all that. And seeing Paul George coming off of dribble handoffs with somebody like Draymond Green, another super high IQ basketball player, where they can just come off and like they're gonna have different counters and everything. I'm really looking forward to seeing that. I think that's gonna be great. I think that's all I have to say about that. But next, let's get into another thing from the amateur analysis. He's saying Jeremy Grant is basically not confirmed, but like as close as being confirmed as possible. Like he's going to the Mavericks. So I don't know if I said it on a video already, but I've been talking to my brother and my friends back home in Texas about it, and I love it. I love them getting Jeremy Grant. Whether it actually ends up happening or not, is to be determined. But as a fit, I think it's great because he's somebody he's gonna guard. He's gonna be a good wing defender for them, and they have guys like Derrick Jones Jr. who's already doing that. But Jeremy Grant provides so much more offense than Derrick Jones does. So I love that for them. I think he's somebody that's gonna like help them want to be hungry and get back to where they were this past season. Because right now I don't see them getting back to the championship, if I'm being completely honest. But with a move like this, it would make it a little bit easier for me to see that happening. I think a trade package for him from the Mavericks would be something like maybe like Josh Green and Maxi Kleba. That money, I was looking at it yesterday because this is something I was just thinking about, and I think it would be like $4 million off. So they might have to include like Dwight Powell to make it match exactly. But I don't know what the contract situation is like on each side. So they might be able to just take the dead cap. We're gonna have to see. So aside from that, Royce O'Neal got re-signed by the Suns, which I love. He was a bright spot on their team outside of like Devin Booker and Kevin Durant because he's a point forward. He's able to handle the rock and like get them into some stuff, kind of like set everything for the team. But also he's gonna sit there, three, 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 knock him down, and he's probably their top two maybe 3 defenders on the team, probably top 2. I'd say it's like him and Grayson Allen, and then Devin Booker's pretty close behind them, I would say. And I think this is a big re-signing for him because if they didn't re-sign him, I don't know who they were going to get to fill his role because he's so important for that team, man. If they want to have any chance of making a run, they need Royce O'Neal on the team, and they did it. I love it. I still want to see them try and upgrade their center spot. Maybe it's a backup for Nurkic, or maybe they can get somebody to start over him or trade him for somebody that's better. I think Nick Claxton would have been great for them. We'll see if the Nets are going to look to trade him after they re-signed him, but they just gave him like $25 million a year, 4 years, $100 million. So we're going to have to see on that one. Also, this came out a couple hours ago from Woj. The Hawks are not, they're not giving a qualifying offer to Saddiq Bey. Saddiq Bey. I've always been big on Saddiq Bey, even back when he was back in Detroit. I think I personally think he's a great 3-and-D guy, and he has the ability to take off the dribble every now and then. Like, obviously, he's not going to be somebody you're going to build your team around, but I think he's a great piece that most teams can get, and I could see him kind of doing a thing where, he didn't get signed, so he's probably not going to get a big contract, but he's going to take a small contract, go somewhere, and just ball out, and then after that, he's gonna get some money after that. Like, he's gonna sign like a 1-year deal, maybe 2, ball out, get paid, because he averaged what, like 14 and 6. Like, I really don't understand them not re-signing him, but that's what happened. Next we have Kevin Love. He opted out of his contract with the Heat. So, what does that mean? Where's Kevin Love going to go? I don't know. I do not know. I really think the most likely thing is he just returns with the Heat. He's probably maybe trying to renegotiate the contract or just change it up in whatever sense. I'm not really sure. But the only other place I could really see him going would be like the Lakers, just because of his connection with LeBron. And I think he would make the Lakers better, just having somebody that can come in off the bench and stretch the floor for them and be a leader for that team. That would be solid. But I don't know if they can afford him. I don't know what their situation looks like with the second apron. So that's gonna be another thing to keep an eye on. And finally, since we were totally unintentional, we're just talking about the Lakers. D'Angelo Russell opted into his player option, so he was talking a lot on ESPN. I think today, or it might have been last night. I'm not exactly sure, but the reason he opted in was because I think he was talking with JJ Redick, and he really like saw the vision that JJ wanted to have with his team. So that's a good sign for the Lakers, man. If JJ's convincing people to opt in their contracts and everybody's gonna already starting to buy into the vision that he's putting out there, that could mean they're back in the playoffs. But at the same time, it really wouldn't surprise me if they don't get back there, just because they didn't make it this past year. They haven't made any trades or anything. They drafted Dalton Connect, who's going to help them, I think, but I don't think that's a difference maker in making the playoffs or not. When one of their top guys, DeJounte Murray, was just traded to the Pelicans, so I don't know. Maybe they make a push at Trae Young, Donovan Mitchell. Don't know what they can trade for those guys, but it's the Lakers. There's going to be rumors going around about it, so we're just going to have to see. I think that's all the news that's come out so far. I'll probably upload a video later today, just doing like a quiz or trivia, something like that. So be on the lookout for that. Thank you guys very much for watching, and always join in the conversation down in the comments section. Peace.